They arrive uninvited. They survive without water, and they thrive in the very cracks of our lives that we try to hide. Most people see them as a nuisance to be sprayed or pulled. But what if they're actually biological messengers of an ancient story? Today we're digging deep past the depth into the source to find the root cause of the world's most resilient residents. This is your host, Dean MD with Solid Rock Sanctuary. Welcome to Wonderful Mysteries in Our World, mentioned in the Bible. And today we have a powerful guest joining us in today's panel for discussion. He is none other than Pastor Larry Awaga. Pastor Larry, welcome to today's segment.
Thank you for having me here.
Yes.
Good afternoon and good evening, wherever you might be viewing us from. And I'm glad to be here with you, Dean Amdi.
Amen.
God bless you.
Amen. Thank you so much. In fact, Pastor Larry, one of the most interesting things about this weed, so-called weed. Listen, I'm a gardener, and I don't know if you've tried to do some gardening before, and it is not easy. Each time I clear the whole ground, and I'm planting like my vegetables and my crops, I didn't plant the weeds, okay? But when the tomatoes and everything start growing, I start seeing weeds. Why is this happening, and where are weeds coming from? Can you help us? Because we need to understand, is there something in the Bible that talks about weed and their origin? People would like to know today. What do you say?
Weeds are also very important. Just like you said, weeds you plant or you try to make your garden, and then all of a sudden you see weeds coming from nowhere. I believe that weeds started way back in the Bible, and we can talk a little bit about the weeds. When even Jesus gave a parable about the weeds in the book of Matthew, Matthew chapter 13, 24, when you read to verse number 30. And then the parable of Jesus, when he talk about the weeds, we can say that Jesus told the illustration that illustrate or told the parable that illustrate the righteous and the wicked people to coexist. So the wheat actually, when you find the wheat in your garden, it's what it is coexisting alongside the what do I say? Alongside the seed that you have planted. But then when Jesus was giving the parable, one thing that I want to share with us as we move on is that the sower, which is the Son of God, or which is Jesus Christ, the field happens to be the world, the wheat is the children of the kingdom or the righteous people, and the wheat, which are the tares or the children of the evil one. And so when the wheat also come among the seed that you have sown, you know that there is a reason. First of all, when Jesus gave that parable, he spoke about a master who had planted, and yet still the servant came and said, didn't we plant good seed? Where comes this wheat? The wheat. But then the servant asked the master, should we go and uproot all of them? He said, no, wait, don't go and uproot them yet. Wait till they all grow.
Wow.
There is a reason why Jesus said that they should all grow. Because if peradventure you want to uproot the wheat, you might be uprooting the seed. So you have to wait till they all grow, and then when they grow, then you can differentiate between the seed and then the wheat.
Wow, that is powerful. Thank you so much, Pastor Larry. In fact, it's something that I know if you have ever planted gardens out there, you are not a stranger to these weeds, okay? And for those that not even planting a garden, just try to keep your lawn. Sometimes you realize that there are some weeds that just come on your lawn that can be very, very annoying. No, but let's see, if we can help the viewers a little bit, because I wanted to see from the Bible if there was an origin. Like, did someone start this? Was it something that God planted intentionally, or was it as a result of an error that caused wheat to come up? Can you give us a little bit origin on where this actually first started? Like, where can you say this started first in the Bible. Where is the source of this weed?
This weed that we're talking about, just like I made mention earlier on about the parable that Jesus gave, and if I can take a few minutes of your time, we can read from verse number 24. It says, another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat, and went his way. So it is when men slept, that's when the enemy came and sowed that that bad seed among us.
Wow.
So the bad seed came as a result of when men were sleeping, and they came in, they infiltrated into it so that they can cause destruction.
Wow. Wow.
So I believe this weed has been there way, way, way long time. It's not just started now. It just started way, way, way back. If I answer your questions correctly.
In fact, I was looking at Genesis, right? Where man had fallen because of Adam's and Eve's disobedience, and God spoke something. And in Genesis, I believe it was in Genesis chapter 1. Not sure the exact verse. No, it's not chapter 1, I think from verse 2. The fall of man. Remember the fall of man?
Right.
And God was asking Adam, says, what have you done? What have you done? And then he, from that incident, as I look closely to scriptures, it looks like that was where we began, because God made a pronouncement. And that pronouncement was, it says, thorns and thistles will the ground yield. Will Adam have to walk to get the food? Do you think that is where this really started from, that we began to experience weed?
So I think just like you said, you rightly said, I think that is where it started from, and that's where we begin to see these weeds in the Bible. So I wouldn't, it's not going to differ from your answer, but I believe that that's where it started from.
Amen. Amen. Man, Pastor Larry, thank you so much for this great insight on weed, because I know it's a big menace in today's world, and for anyone that has a green thumb or trying to have a green thumb, it's something that we battle with consistently, and it's very annoying to deal with. Okay, I'm just going to ask a fun question here. So, Pastor Larry, I don't know if you have grown any vegetable or flower. Which one will you say is your best plant or your best flower out there?
I would say roses.
Hey, roses. How you heard it, Pastor Larry? He says roses.
But before we go, I want to say that the main purpose of this, if I should explain it to the layman, is that when weeds come in your life, you don't just hurriedly uproot them.
Amen.
You can live, we can co-live with what? With or let me say that you could coexist. So when weeds come into your life, don't be in a hurry to uproot them and then throw them away. Let them grow, because maybe God is speaking to you in a different way.
Wow.
God is speaking to you through a different angle. But it needs patience, tolerance for you to grow to a level that you understand what God is speaking to you.
Wow.
We shouldn't be in a hurry to say that, because I've seen these weeds in my life, let me just hurriedly uproot it. By you doing that or trying to uproot those weeds, you might end up uprooting the seed that God has placed in you.
Wow.
So wait patiently, coexist, grow, and then learn more, because probably through that, God is speaking to you to be patient, and what he has in store for you, eventually it will come to pass. God bless you so much.
Amen. Wow, what a great wisdom, man. I'm sure somebody out there is being blessed. So you've heard it from Pastor Larry. Weeds, they may be an annoyance, but they said be patient. Be patient. Sometimes when you are growing your vegetables or whatever in your garden and they show up, don't pull them, especially from what the man of God is saying. Jesus is saying don't pull them too early, because you put them too early, you can end up damaging even the right plant. So even though they may be a nuisance, be patient, okay? It is something we have come to deal with in this life, but I know that we will have victory at the end. Somebody out there, shout a big amen and put it in the comments. Amen, amen. Pastor Larry, in fact, I am so grateful that you've come out to today's panel, just a short panel today to talk about the stubborn weed. Hopefully we can get all the weeds out of our life. Amen. 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 God bless you. God bless you. For those out there, you wonder where we are right here at Victory Bible Church. Solid Rock Sanctuary, and it's at number 1 Tuckahoe Road here in Yonkers, New York. If you would like to experience this live, come on down one of these days. We are open here on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. And I'm telling you, we're engaging some deep mysteries. See you soon on the next episode. God bless you.